It's day 18, and happy 4th of July. For Uncle Sam, I want you. Unfortunately, our 4th of July art show has been canceled due to the virus, so instead, Beth is going to show us some product made in USA. So stay tuned. Live from Pine Top, Arizona, it's That Painting Show, starring the Color Queen.
Hi folks, I'm Beth Zink. I haven't played with sparklers in a very long time. Anyway, thank you for joining us once again to That Painting Show. And as Uncle Sam told you, we are celebrating the 4th of July this week. And we just thought we'd throw in a little more excitement into our costumes to celebrate. But first, before we begin working on our painting, Uncle Sam, who's today's lucky duck?
The lucky duck today is Yukari from Phoenix.
Whoa! Yukari from Phoenix, how appropriate. Yukari is one of our veteran painters that I work with every now and then through the Sonoran Arts League. We have a group of veterans that enjoy painting. And she says, hey Beth, it's kind of hard to shade white, isn't it, on white flowers? And you're right, Yukari, it is. Reason being, white flowers are so light to start with, your shading has to also be very light. And I'll get into that maybe in our next segment because we're doing a red flower today. But thanks for asking and thank you for your service. Well, when we left last week, or last time, we had blocked in the basic reds and greens of this painting. And as is my usual trick, while you're away, I fill in some of the rest of the painting, which I did like there. So I added all this detail, and today I'm going to show you how I get this side of the painting to look like this side of the painting. I figure a shortcut's good, because otherwise you'd be spending hours with me, and I'm not sure you want to.
Say, Queenie, I do have a trivia fun fact. How many people signed the Declaration on Independence Day, July 4th?
I don't know, but I know John Hancock had the largest signature.
Well, you're partially right. He was the only one to sign on that day. Was John Hancock.
Wow.
All the other 56 men from 13 colonies signed later.
Wow. You got the jump on him. Okay. Anyway, we're on this side of the painting, and I'm going to fill in an extra coat, a second coat of red. A lot of times you don't get the coverage you need in the first coat, so I'm going to go ahead and add this second coat, especially when you start with a dark background, which we did. You know, we used a dark underpainting, and most paints, even though they say they're opaque, still have some translucence. You can still see through them some. So we're going to go ahead and make all of these reds a little more red than they were. You can see I did that on this side as well. So I'm basically going to show you how I got from here to there.
Another trivia. What's the average age of the signers? Any guess?
You must have been looking stuff up. What'd you do, Google this?
Not telling.
You don't know
You
this
wanna
by
g-
heart.
Go ahead and guess.
Average age, 47.
Close, 45.
Wow.
Who was the oldest signer?
Ben Franklin.
Correct. At 70, he was 70. And the lead author of the Declaration was?
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct, and he was 33. Doing very good.
You know, I hated history. I really didn't enjoy it much at all, but in school. But I've gotten so I learn it, enjoy it more later. All I wanted to do was draw and paint in school, but I did like math. Did you like math, Uncle Sam?
Mediocre. I was more history. All right, while there's a break, I have another trivia. Of the only signers of the Declaration, how many were there, and who were they, and what did they become? It's kind of a triple question there.
I was gonna say that's kind of tricky. Is this a history class now instead of a
You
painting
got it.
class?
Well, I'll give you a hint.
Well, I don't even know what the question was. Say it again.
Of the only signers of the Declaration, who became president,
Oh, Jefferson.
and how many?
Maybe was Adams there too?
Wow, you're batting 1,000. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. Very good.
That was just a good guess. I was always good at guessing on tests. Okay, so here you see I'm using the alizarin crimson, which is that nice dark red, kind of a red-violet color, and I'm using that wherever I need shadows. You see how it's much darker here? So I'm going around, I've got the red on first, then I'm putting the alizarin in, but you kind of have to let it dry somewhat in between coats if you don't want the colors to blend. Now what we're doing here is these are really blending while they're wet and wet. If you want a crisp, defined edge, you wait for the red to dry and come back over. We're going to do a little bit of each here today. And we're not going to get this finished today because I don't want to rush. I think we need one more day. But I'm taking the cadmium red medium-sized round brush, and I'm applying the paint in the direction, the strokes are going in the direction of the petals. You notice that? I'm kind of
I do.
following, I'm following the direction of the petals. Okay, that's enough red for right now, I think. Although I don't like these hard edges I had here. See, I'll take the side of my brush and I'll take it and blend it in a little bit. Get rid of these hard edges along here. When the paint's wet, I kind of make some, I take my brush very gently and move it around. Very light touch, and not a whole lot of paint, if you notice. I'm not using a lot of paint, just little bits of paint. For right here, for example, I want this to be brighter at the top. I'll come across here and kind of blend it down into that other paint down there below. Same thing here. You can see that red there. I'm going to bring that red over here. And sometimes when you're blending, you may not like it exactly the way you've got to have it at that first step, but you can always come back. You know, that's the beauty of acrylic paint. Only the top layer counts. You can go over it as many times as necessary until you get it to where you like it. How are you doing on time?
Oh, you're doing fine, but I do have one more trivia.
Okay.
Now, you know that on the July 4 barbecues are really big. And what is the mostly used in the barbecue, and what are they? Give you a hint, there's two, okay?
You mean the meat that people like the best?
You bet. What do they barbecue?
Wow, I gotta guess hamburgers. But I'd rather have ribs.
It's not.
It isn't? What is it?
Hot dogs.
Oh gosh. That's funny.
And so it reads 150 million.
Wow.
All right, there's another choice. It's not a hot dog, not a hamburger. It'd have to be
Ribs.
chicken.
Oh, chicken.
700 million pounds.
Wow.
Like, that must be an awful lot.
A lot of chickens. What I'm doing here is I'm putting in these bright leaves kind of in behind my bud that I put there. And I'm going to have a little bit of bright color here too. I think that's about as far as I can go with
Looking
that
good. Looking good.
right now. But next time I'll get back, we'll put in all the details, we'll put in the spines, and give a lot more definition to it. But it's coming along, don't you think?
Looking real nice.
All right. So for 4th of July, we have specials that are made in the USA. Not kidding. Well, actually, I shouldn't. They're made in the USA. This happens to be tile or stone from somewhere else on the planet because we don't quarry stone that much in the United States. But these are printed and manufactured actually in Scottsdale. These are 6-inch tiles, and they're reproductions of my artwork on this stone that has been tumbled, so it's kind of like soft corners and natural stone. There's little pock marks and all that in them. But they're beautiful, you know, for grouping, hang on the wall, have a little hanger on the back. They're signed front and back. They're pretty cool. We also have more pillows. I know we were almost out of pillows, but we do have more pillows now on our website. And these are still on sale. So are the tiles. They are 50 instead of 60, I think. Pillows are 145 instead of 195. And then, ta-da! Our purses. We have these darling purses that are all specially priced on the website. And all made in the USA. Reminds me of a Bruce Springsteen song. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. I have my Pearls of Wisdom. And today's Pearls of Wisdom comes from Harry Truman. He said, America was not built on fear. America was built on courage, imagination, and a determination to do the job at hand. Go, Harry. Anyway, stay safe, be well. Thanks for joining us. And happy 4th of July, Independence Day.